come in just a little bit. Everybody just get a little cozier here. You know, my dad taught me when public speaking, always try to start with something that will make people happy, smile, otherwise energize them a little bit. And so there's a couple thoughts that I had here. Number one, many of you were very frustrated that our Congressman Alan Boyd did not hold a true town hall meeting. Well, in case you have not heard, Congressman Boyd made the pledge to me personally. He made the pledge publicly on my radio program, and he made the pledge even in the newspaper, for whatever that's worth. There will be a town hall meeting before any significant legislative vote on anything related to health care, cap and trade, or cap and tax, whatever. There will be a town hall meeting. I will be hosting it. I will be moderating it, not Mary Ann Lindley. It will not be handled by any... It will not be a panel. It will be Congressman Boyd and you. We will hold it in a facility that has roughly 1,500 to 2,000 capacity. It will be in probably, I can tell you that it will likely be in the first or second week of October. And we are also very close to being able to tell you that it will be televised live as well. Now, I'm going to be very candid with you. I disagree with many of the politics and policies and decisions that our congressman made, but I will simply say that I thank him because he did not hide. He was willing to accept the challenge to have the town hall meeting, and there are a lot of representatives in the country that are unwilling to show their face, so at least we got a crack at it. The second thing I'll say, to tie on to the comment relating to ACORN, in case you did not hear, the United States Census Bureau yesterday fired ACORN. To the organizers of the United States Census, welcome to the party. Now, before I begin my remarks, I would like to simply say to the children... Let me say to the children that are here, because you might have been listening to speeches and... Okay, we rented this sound system from liberals or us or what? Just kidding. Now, we've overloaded this little sound system, and we appreciate all of you just kind of coming close here. Children, let me tell you what all the speeches have said. The government needs a timeout. On September 12, 2001, these were the headlines in newspapers around the country. The Boston Globe called it a new day of infamy. The San Diego Union Tribune said, "Nation in anguish." The Washington Post wrote, "Nation shuts down as it lives its darkest day. City leaders urge calm as shock ripples through country." Newspaper after newspaper called it our darkest hour, or an act of war. The Detroit News proclaimed America savaged, forever changed. However, it was in Alabama that the home-owned newspaper... I'm just going to wait it out, folks. Maybe those of you that have a minty, fresh breath can come up and blow cool air into the overheated transformer. The Anniston Star ran a front-page headline that read, "The day after, hurt and angry, the U.S. digs for survivors and answers." It has been 8 short yet long years. So much has happened, but here we are, and it's September 12th all over again. The search for survivors ended long ago, but the search for answers continues. Though America continues to be in the crosshairs of those who would wish us harm, and though friends, neighbors, and loved ones continue to fight abroad, there is another battle being waged. It is perhaps more vital than any fought since the very founding of these United States. Our country's very soul is being contended for, and this fight we must not lose. It is the soul of this great nation that made it a beacon for your ancestors and mine. Our ancestors arrived for a multitude of reasons, but it is here that they call home. One of the most moving events in my lifetime, and some of you I know have probably shared in it or participated in it, was the life-changing experience was to go to a naturalization ceremony where the oath of allegiance to the United States is taken by each and every foreigner wanting to become a citizen of this land. Perhaps you've never heard the oath itself. These are the words. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law. That I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law. That I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by law. And that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. What would cause someone to make that kind of declaration and forsake their homeland? What was it? What was it that causes someone to swear that kind of oath? There are words of an era past that extol the virtues of a new governing policy that explain it. Thomas Jefferson, in his first inaugural address on March 4th, 1801, summarily described it as this: a wise and frugal government shall restrain men from injuring one another, shall leave them otherwise free to regulate their own pursuits of industry and improvement, and shall not take from the mouth of labor the bread it has earned. This is the sum of good government. That's it. It doesn't take much to look at what's happening in our nation today and say, maybe we've gone a little beyond that. Today, with our nation reeling in division and debt, I am compelled, though, to look a little deeper. It is not enough to merely find a protocol to treat the symptoms of our national ills. We must find the cause in order to prescribe the cure. To do this requires the most focused and diligent study.